Hello and welcome. This is a timeless general reading. If you resonated with the title of the video, this message may be for you, or only a portion of the message may be for you. Feel free to take what applies and leave the rest behind. So, before I get started, I just wanted to say I am getting already that today's message will likely be a collective message. So this one reading will be focused on different energies, different perspectives. So just use that as guidance throughout the reading. It's not to say that this is like going to touch on every single perspective that could be watching this. It's just a few messages. Okay, reflection and deflection. So there's a balancing out that has happened relative to certain energies. So just with these cards, what I'm getting is someone has basically released something, said something, put it back up in the air because it's not theirs. This is a person who is grounded, but they don't have both feet on the ground. They only have one foot on the ground. And that's like how our bodies move in environments where we're not protected, safe, our energy isn't nurtured, where we're unsafe, where people are cutting us down or hurting us with their words and their actions. We tend to become ungrounded. We can't plant both feet down on the ground because we can't fully be grounded in our environment without feeling these energies. So the reflection is about either taking an action where you're releasing what's not yours, giving it back to people if you're feeling as if there's deflection, people are projecting their situations and anxieties onto you to create an emotional cascade on you. There's something about handing it back to them, saying, like, respectfully, I understand where you're at, but I am this way about a situation. I'm showing up this way. I'm choosing this way. So I expect to be treated fairly or with equal reciprocity. I'm not here to be a receiver of your pain. I'm not here for you to take it out on me or deflect it onto me, because then I can't be grounded here. I can't feel safe and stable in an environment. So the Six of Swords really is kind of like the end result. So this is someone being handed back what is theirs and having to work with it, address it, face it. It's also like, so the crows are pushing this person ahead, so there's some guidance with ancestors, and basically this person is kind of like the last reading I did was about like the depths in a way, exploring the unknown. This person is a similar situation. It's like they're trying to run from something, but now they're going into it. Now they're having to face it. Might not be specifically pleasant, but this is what's going to balance out a situation, and I wouldn't even say a community. Because when people are not addressing what is theirs, not cleaning up what is theirs, not taking responsibility for what is theirs, that weight falls heavy on other people's shoulders. All those emotions get deflected onto other people, and they now are made a victim of something that isn't theirs. to start with. So first message that's coming out is very much about taking responsibility for what is yours and facing anything that needs to be faced, addressed, resolved, and not necessarily taking on all the responsibility and burdens of others. We can show up for others when we clean up our act, when we're centered, when we're balanced, when we're focused. But when we're ungrounded, or when we're putting our weight on other people's shoulders, we're not really able to be centered and in flow and consciously choose. We are skewed. Our path is skewed, our direction is skewed, because we're up in the air with all these other energies. Okay, well that was fun. That was like first little segment, I guess. I feel like this one will be nice. I think this is like me exploring a new style for these general readings. I just want to like pull through some messages and then get off here. Bravery, transformation. I'm hearing stepping out into the unknown. The last message was about something like this. Okay, wow. Okay. Someone is like trusting a process that is taking place, and this could be like, it's a self-loving act for this person. Okay. I want to say some energy is resonating with this reading, maybe. I almost don't want to say it, but this is what I'm hearing. It's like goody two shoes. Goody two shoes. Maybe other people see you that way. And it's like, you've got some gut. I was actually going to say another word, but I'll just say that. You've got some guts, and you're brave, and you're probably slightly that individual that is like clearing things out, addressing things, putting things back onto the people who should be taking responsibility for what's theirs. And it's very brave. And I think that whoever is attuning with this energy, they're like leaning into the bravery now. They're feeling brave. Before they could have been too worried about what other people were going to say about them when they stand up to them. There's like this feeling that in the past other people were putting their weight on this individual, their burdens, their worries, deflecting things onto them, because it just seems so easy and convenient because you're a goody two shoes and you're going to take it, but now you're not. You're being brave and you're trusting in this change. You're having self-confidence, and it is an awakening experience, and it's actually going to shift, genuinely shift your connections, your relationships, because people understand you a bit better now. Yeah, I literally feel like the whole environment being cleared out right now. It's kind of like someone almost like disappearing, or someone pulling something off the table, and it's like, now we've got to work with the arrangement here, and once that is organized and orchestrated, someone can come out of the hiding. Communication can open, and there's the desirable experience coming in. Joy, happiness, communication, insight. So I'm feeling into the energy of like, if you are in a community, group situation, family situation, there's a collective awakening that is taking place right now. It is 2026 when I record this, year of the fire horse, so this is definitely about like a year where energies are to be addressed head on, face on. So I'm feeling into like a collective clearing, really, in this reading. Collective healing. I'm getting like this message about people wanting things that are just like safe and easy. And I'm being shown like there's like the center of a structure and everything around it is like crumbling down. And it's like there's people in the center where everything's still somewhat stable, not completely stable. And they're trying to minimize their world to not face things that are going on around them. They're trying to stick to like comfort. And that's what's been the issue, is because they're not taking responsibility for the ripple effect of their actions, for communication, for equal reciprocity in situations, in relationship. So this is what's being highlighted to me now. It's like this is an energy of embracing change, facing change, being confident with change, not getting like stuck in their ways, not being like fixed. So fixed. That this card's basically clarifying that to me, because look, she's like, yeah, you're the master of your universe, you're the center of your universe, but also like where's the momentum in this image? She just feels so stuck, and there's rescue. Someone coming to the rescue. Compassion. Guidance. Let's clean this up in a sec. I'll get a new message out, but I think I just want a few more cards before I reset, please. Was that the message? I'm still getting like the same sort of situation, and I want to feel that certain energies in the like external, like the outer edges of this group situation are feeling like I don't know, I'm hearing there's like maybe some people are resentful right now. There's like a deflection that has been kicked out of place. So it's kind of like I'm seeing like the visualization of something being pulled up from underneath. So it's like someone's ripped the rug out of your feet, but it's not like a stability hit. It's a delusion hit. Like, the enemy is maybe not the enemy, the perpetrator is not the perpetrator. Maybe the people that were talking the most. Patience, compassion. This is like about being compassionate in this situation to everyone involved. So if people aren't addressing things and they're like maybe taking it out on other people, there's retribution under the deck. So this is like yours is yours. So if you're doing something nasty and trying to make it look pleasant, it's yours to clean up, and it's being cleaned up. And there's also like a sense of there's gonna be like compassion, and like there could be healing or re-emerging within this group situation. There could be some people that fall away, and the community that's left is like close. There's a message about being compassionate about those who are maybe their true intentions or deflections are being revealed. They're clearly not addressing or facing things for a reason, because it's either painful, scary, or they're just sticking with what feels safe. So there's this message of being patient and compassionate with those individuals, and just letting time take shape of the situation, make shape of the situation. This is something that is like, was always, I'm hearing it's bound to happen, and it's happening. And there's the bond here, which is kind of the collective mind. This is feeling into other people's knowings and seeings, and sort of like group awakening, again highlighted. Protection. I want to pull this back up and bring this as like guidance. So confidence. Believe in your worth and abilities. I want to say don't back down on your confidence, even if people try to cut you down, or take hits at your confidence, take hits at dig into what you're doing or criticize you. Just stay in this energy of confidence. Believe in your worth and abilities. Self-compassion, limitlessness. So back to this energy of it was like the original more individual energy in this situation was someone sort of like emerging through a situation as a healer, as an individual that has kind of stepped away and let other things play out. They're caretaking themselves, self-love, confidence, so that they can show up in the situation authentically, regardless of deflections or other energies trying to come and cut you down, shut you down. Confidence. So the guidance is to lean into that. Lean into acts of self-love and confidence. And it's going to make you like soft and strong, I'm hearing. So that like this won't hit you. Or you can take the hit, you can pull it out, give it back to them. Not make the situation worse, just clearly state your ground, your responsibility, what other people are choosing and doing. Make it known to them so that they can take that choice back and do something else with it, something better with it. Catalyst. And like my third eye is like seeing this woman almost like get into dirty water. She's like clean, she's pure, she's self-loving, she's confident. But again, that's like the environment. There's some like dirt in the environment, and she's willing to go get in that water, get a little dirty and face things, address things, be compassionate towards the people, be a catalyst for the people who are needing some healing, some cleaning, some clearing, and still remaining pure. So that is a bit of a message about protecting your energy, but also knowing that your energy is not going to be interrupted just because you're going and addressing denser energy. Sometimes when people like clean out their lives, lift their vibration, they think that they're going to stay just in like a bubble of everything being like easy and peaceful and avoiding what's going on in the environment. But this is not that. This is addressing, cleansing, communicating, working with others, working with the collective, your collective. Okay, so that one's done. Let's do one more message. This is going to be one reading, but I'm going to do one more message. I'm just going to get some water and caffeine in me. Let's see what else comes out. Let's put that out. I'm hearing not too much longer, so someone watching this movie waiting for somebody to come in. Not too much longer. And then like back with this card, she's just like there, waiting on the edge, ready to face what's ahead, but like still still working out. If you're attuning with this reading, some of you may have walked away, like from, like certain things have just been cleared from your path. So this visual is like very, will resonate with you if that's you. So there could be like, you're waiting for something to come in, but you're in a phase of cleansing, of justice taking place. So maybe you were that person that went in to like a collective situation with a pure energy that kind of shifted a group, a collective, and now you're re-emerging, realigning, redirecting on your path. So you might be like waiting a bit on the outskirts because there's this cleansing energy coming through. People and situations and energies are being removed from your path and you're waiting for something to come in. So that may be a reflection for some of you, and we'll just see what the guidance is or what the message is from here for you. What is going to come in the near future? What is the guidance? What are the energies involved? Dead silent. Something dead silent. Dead silent. Dead silent. Dead silent. My God, 10 swords. Ace of Pentacles. Why are you dead silent? That is so cute. Okay, we've got past and future energies. Sorry, I'm listening. If I went quiet and you're like, what is he doing? It's listening. 1, look, 2 justices. Virgo energy. That's why. Why is he silent? Why is he silent? Why is he silent? Fear, generosity, consistency. Was that 5? So the creation's the 5th, okay. And change under the deck. This makes sense to me. I don't know if anyone else is getting any visual cues. So if you're in a partnership, relationship, or like feel a connection with someone, they have gone cold, like you think they're cold or dead silent, but this is actually the energy, it's fear. So they're having to address their own shadow, their own conflict, their own inner world right now and get this under order before they step out of fear and can show up. 2 of Cups. So you may be faced with the opportunity to get ready for a connection if you're attuning with this energy. Cleansing, justice, bravery. This is giving you more time to deal with the other situations in your life so that you can be there, show up when this person comes in. Ace of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and 6 of Swords, the Empress. So this is really reflecting back to me in like the situation that we're getting away from certain energies. Okay, so I was pulling through this like collective messages of someone moving away from a collective where there's like, or a group of people where there's deflections or burdens being placed on them. So this is kind of what is making way, and there's like taking place, and then there's the Empress, the Emperor. So this is like two energies sort of coming into balance and harmony separately before they unite, but there's that dead silence. And I want to say this person that is like gonna come in is probably gone dead silent. They're in like this kind of energy, retreating. And then you've got Seven of Cups, which is saying that's divinely orchestrated so that they can face their fear, they can face their shadow, they can address things. And while they're doing that, you're probably redirecting your energy right now and clearing out your own things. Dealing with this situation where there's sort of like collective energies out of balance. Walking away from that, resting, recovering from that. Because it impacted you a lot more than you realized. Ten of Swords is like, they affected my health, they affected my sleep, they affected my body, they affected my alignment, they affected my safety, like they affected it all. Ten of Swords. So don't go too quick with the charging ahead energy. Let yourself like remember what actually happened and then heal and rest and recover. Because that's divine orchestration, good timing for something. You're going and addressing something, your future person, partner is going and addressing something. And once it's addressed, they're not going to be in this energy of fear, so they're actually going to be able to show up and come towards you. Can I close it out soon? I think we're done. Like you don't need, this is just like a bit of reassurance. This is like, everything is taking place. All the divinely orchestrated actions are the redirections are happening right now. And the future is going to be prosperous. Six of Cups. Very prosperous and fruitful. And things will shift in the collective and in your interpersonal connection, relationships. Rest. Finances highlighted, finances picking up, Ace of Pentacles. Maybe there's been financial fears with someone attuning in this. Could have something to do with this. Too much burdens placed on you, too much responsibility placed on you. So this is had to wait for this. But there's the Justice, so like everything is going to work out. There's just a message of being consistent, generous with yourself, generous still with others when you have the energy to give, but don't take on what's not yours anymore. Be brave. Face things when they come up. Don't just let it slide. Yeah. So I hope this worked out for some of you and you got some messages. A little bit different. So that was weird that came through like lastly, but this situation, whatever is happening right now with other people's energies, like people going maybe dead silent or going away, and sort of like they've just been handed back what is theirs to address. And the environment felt as if like I hate seeing animals get hurt, so this is so sad. But there's the duck in the wolf's mouth, and then there's the hunter like kind of looking on. It's almost like I was getting, like, with this illustration, the message of, like, in the environment, out of fear, because people weren't addressing their fear or their insecurities or whatever it was, they were, like, fighting over resources. I'm seeing someone, like, cut someone off in traffic, cut someone off in line, push, like, someone out of the way to, like, take their place. So that could have been other people's shadow or fears coming and making a collective, like, not equal. But that's being balanced out, and something new is going to be created out of all of this. So yeah, that was just, like, about the hunt, really, too, is, like, the collective needs to shift back into, like, a mindset of generosity, equal reciprocity, nurturing, caretaking, not cutting off resources, not trying to, like, take it all, steal resources or something like this. Take everyone's energy and not give it back. Like, yeah. So yeah, just a reminder, if you're tuning with the last segment, you're addressing things, releasing things, healing from things while your person is addressing their stuff. And when they do that, they're going to show up, because they're not going to be in a space of fear. Cycle will change. You will be healed. And then in the near future, I'm seeing, like, if someone has been through, like, a lot of stuff in the past, they're going to have some good fortune come in, some luck. Their perseverance is going to be rewarded, and they can genuinely heal. Not just heal themselves, not just release things, but, like, experience a life that is worth living, that is fruitful, that is nurturing, that is abundant, so that they know it to be true. They can experience it and become that. So yeah, there you go. There's Time's general reading. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. I am available for one-on-one readings. You can book those in via my website. The link is in the description. You can ask questions in those and we can talk more specifically to your situation. I also sell my paintings and art prints and other products, my apparel. Yeah, it's all on the same link, all on my website.